Hello friends, welcome to my channel Fusion Action Learning. Previous sessions we have covered how to create extensible flex field with single row and how to capture the information. In today's demo we'll cover if there is any requirement to create the multi-row extensible flex field, how to achieve that. To create the multi-row flex fields, you have to go to the setup and maintenance. Under the setup and maintenance, you have to go to the task. Under task, you have to click on search. Once you click on search, you have to type manage extend in percent. Once you click on that, you can find the task name called manage extensible flex field. So we'll take one example. We'll search item. So today we'll create the item label multi-row extensible flex field. So to create, you have to click on add it. You have to select the root item class and then you have to click on manage context. Once you click on that, you have to click on edit or create. So to create, I'm adding additional info. I click on description. Now the behavior, I selected the multi-row. So now to create the multi-row or single row, you have to select from the drop down. Means you want to capture single time that information, then you have to go with the single row. If you want to capture same information but different value under the same extensible flex field, you have to go with the multi-row. Now you can put instruction. We have already seen in my previous video. Now you have to add the context uses. So I will add, I want to create this extensible flex field at the item level. I want it to be inherited so the best feature is that in item extensible flex field, that if you want to capture any additional information at the master item label, then you can inherit it all those information and flow to the child organization if all those values remain the same. So you no need to go to the each child organization and update all those values. If variable, then don't put the inherited. Now save it. Once you save, after saving the record, you can see system allow you to create the segments. So we'll create 2 or 3 segments and we'll see how to achieve this. So we'll create segment 1. So I am selecting random value set. You can create your own value set. Now, what important point needs to be considered while creating the multi-row? So under the additional info, right, we'll create the 3 segments. So any of the segment must be considered as a unique key. So you have to enable it. Okay. So what it means, it will drive the rest of the values. And it is a key point to have the differentiation. Now you scroll down. If you want to put the definition, you can put in section. If you want to, you can put that. Now save it and click on save and close. Okay. Now we'll create another segment, segment 2. I have created segment 2. I will use the same value set and save and close. So while creating the segment 2, I have not selected the unique key. So unique key is required only one time. Now I will create the segment 3. Now this time I will create the value set, independent value set. So I will create segment 3. I will put same segment 3. Module I will select inventory management. Value type I will select independent. Now I will select character. Will put text and I will say that the maximum length will be 5 digits. Now you save. Once you save the value set, you have to set the values. So after saving that record, you can see the manage values will be enabled to update the values. So I will add some random values for the demonstration purpose. You can configure it as per your business need. So I will put, let's suppose, US. You can put the description if needed. India. And now click on save and close. So I've added 2 countries. Now I will select it, drop down, and go and do the save and close. After doing the save and close, do again the save and close. Once you're done, you have to select the root item class. Now under the root item class, you have to associate the context. So now search your context which you have created, additional info. Now you can go to the page and add into the page. The uses will be item. That's what we have selected. Once you selected the uses, you have to save it. Once you save, then system allow you to update and add your context which you are associating to the respective page. So search it. So I have selected. Now go on top and do the save and close. Once you're done, deploy flex fields and wait until the program to complete. Now we can see that extensible flex field successfully deployed. Now to validate, go to the product management, product information management, and we'll try to create one item and we'll see that multi-row extensible flex field will be available over there. To validate, you have to go to the specification. So all descriptive or extensible facts field will be available over there. So click on the additional info. If you see, all three segments which we have created are available for us to enter the data. So as I mentioned, whenever there is a business requirement to capture, you can create and achieve this. So I selected segment 1 as a 1, segment 2, if you want to add it, otherwise leave it. And I selected that segment 3, India. So let's suppose you can segment 2, you have segment 2 with different value, you can add and then select India. So for the particular parameter, you can have the different conditions which you can meet. So this is how you can achieve the multi-row extensible flex field requirement. Thank you. Thank you for watching my channel Fusion NextGen Learning. Keep subscribing, keep watching, keep like.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.